right, up next, Disney's Tron roller coaster. It nears completion, Ryan. This has been, 5 years ago when they first started talking about it. But Imagineers, they shared a post on Instagram that features three photos that serve as evidence of their progress on the newest Tomorrowland attraction. Um, I'm looking forward to it opening, not just for Tron, but for me. I want it to open so the Walt Disney Road Railroad can open up again.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have had an obsession with railroads that makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, they haven't been able to open the railroad. They actually refurbished the station and stuff like that. It was covered up when they reopened from COVID. But this Tron thing looks really exciting. They opened Guardians of the Galaxy several weeks ago, which went over very very well. I know that Tron I think was opened in like Beijing or a resort that's not in North America. So that's and it went over very very well there. But um, I think that Disney's roller coasters are almost underrated in some cases. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. I've had fun on every Disney roller coaster that I've been on.
Yeah, it's hard not to have fun on a Walt Disney attraction. So that's kind of a moot point in some cases. But yeah, I think that it's going to be really cool. The theme is definitely cool. I remember hearing, I mean, I'm a little old for the Tron stuff, but I know that, I've got friends with kids and they're super excited about Tron and, the theme and so on. But, the Walt Disney Imagineering always does amazing work. So it's going to be really cool to see that. They did they
Yeah, in the weeks ahead, we should start seeing some show elements, being added. And, if you're down at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom, you'll be able to see more and more of it taking
Yeah,
shape.
I completely agree. Do you think that this kind of ties into our special events thing from last week? But do you think that having show elements, do you think Disney kind of paved the way for that, where it's about the show rather than the ride more so?
I think they do a good job of blending it all together. I think a lot of parks do good jobs of blending it all together. You know, the big takeaway that guests may have from this is going to be the show elements. I think maybe that's going to be your big takeaway, what you're going to remember the most, because we know that that's probably going to be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, one thing that kind of comes to mind with that, and this isn't a roller coaster, is when Universal opened the Jimmy Fallon ride. I remember the feedback that I got was that the queue was great, but the ride was okay. But the sum of all parts was an A plus, because it wasn't about the ride; it was about the experience. The ride made up 10% of it. Have you ridden that? Have you been down there yet to ride that?
Yes, and you're right. The overall experience is an A. The ride's good, but it's not the number one takeaway that you have from it.
Yeah, I mean, for those who haven't ridden it, it's like literally. Just imagine if somebody coming to you saying like, okay, here's a 40, 50, 60, whatever the budget was, at least 50 million, way more probably, and saying like, I want you to have a ride that's themed off of the Tonight Show. Good luck with that. But they did it. You walk in there and it simulates NBC Studios. Um, and they've got little displays for all the hosts of the Tonight Show. Um, and then everything in there, down to the seats where you're in the studio audience for the ride, are identical to, at least to my knowledge, identical to Jimmy Fallon's studio. So the ride itself is a little simulator where things tilt back and forth and whatever. It's nothing to write home about. But the whole experience of waiting in line, and they've got, the upcoming acts that are performing, on a little stage while you're waiting, and, all the people there are acting like producers telling you it's ready to go and you're ready to go live and stuff. It's just so cool. When we're down there in November for IAPA, where we hope to see plenty of you guys, we'll have to check that one out because that's just so neat.